let's talk about tech skill?
I'm about to be
shot into the ground.
Or more specifically, tech relating to Sheik in Smash 4. Now, we all know that Sheik can cancel needles with air dodge. For the uninitiated, you can cancel needle charging by air dodging or shielding. A funny extension of this, however, is that Sheik can cancel the air dodge within its first few frames by charging needles again. This results in an odd looking display we've so lovingly called needle fidgeting. Yes, we know, the name is odd. Everyone's mind jumps to calling it needle cancelling because it cancels the air dodge, but that's already the name of a technique in Melee, so it was called fidgeting to avoid any confusion, also due to how Sheik looks during the tech. But so what, I hear you yell. As it is, the tech looks pretty useless. However, instead of just being an input of needles, air dodge, needles, the air dodge can actually be cancelled with any special move, so that means Vanish, Burst Grenade, Bouncing Fish, and Needles. Now doing this in the air actually isn't a good idea since charging needles holds horizontal momentum, but if done out of a needle glide, it can bear some interesting results. For an extended look at how to pull off this tech, click this link to skip to the part. Just remember though that all this stuff I'm talking about was due to the hard work of Saviour's Legacy and Wassa Whip. Both are part of the team that's the method behind my madness, so please remember to thank them for this. But anyway, let's have a look at some of this tech's possible uses. The first possible application is the extended Vanish glide. This is achieved by needle gliding off the edge, needle fidgeting, and then vanishing. This is similar to a normal Vanish glide, but goes a further distance, allowing you to catch opponents further out. This can also be done between platforms, so it can give you a long-range speedy kill option. Another option is needle glide into a bouncing fish. This is done by needle gliding, needle fidgeting, and then using bouncing fish. This one is less useful, but can be good for delaying your bouncing fish as well as increasing its range. You also get style points, so there's a plus. Something a little more difficult is reverse needling out of a fidget. This is done by needle gliding, needle fidgeting, and then reverse needling position. This can allow you to cover targets below the stage, such as a recovering villager. It's very difficult to pull off, however. For stages with platforms, a neat trick is to needle glide and fidget off the platform into a reverse burst grenade. This gets you onto the edge quickly to remove the lag of the grenade, and is a great way to mix up your behaviour. For a bit of mobility, try needle gliding off platforms, needle fidgeting, and then pulling off a B-reverse needle charge. This is a bit difficult to do, but you'll be so speedy around the stage that the opponent will have trouble reading your movements. Something a little more obtuse, and perhaps unnecessary, that you can pull off, is to run off the stage, do a B-reverse needle charge, and then fidget into Vanish. I think the main appeal of this is making your opponent have no idea what you're doing. A little trick you can pull off for further mind games is the diamond jump. This is done by executing a rising B-reverse needle charge, needle fidgeting, and then pulling off a falling B-reverse needle charge. Pretty much useless for anything offensive, but go ahead and use it to show off. That's most of the currently known applications. From here on, it's an explanation of how to pull off the tech with a bit more detail. This tech is a little more complex than the previous ones, so here's the breakdown of how to perform it. So here's the deal. When Sheik charges needles in mid-air, she has three main animations: the startup animation, the charging animation, and the shooting animation. Only the charging animation can be cancelled with air dodging. When you cancel the charging animation, Sheik will put her arm down as a stop charging animation, before starting the air dodge. It is during this stop charging animation that you must input the specific special move for it to come out. Too early and you'll shoot needles. Too late and you'll air dodge. Inputting a special move during this stop charging animation will buffer that move, executing the move as soon as the stop charging animation ends, and executing the special move frame perfectly automatically. This means you don't need to be frame perfect, but you do need to be fast. The window for you to input the special move is roughly 6 frames, which is tight, but perfectly doable. So that means one thing: practice, practice, practice. And that's the main overview of the tech. Try it out and see if you can dupe some opponents with it. It feels very versatile, so you might find some things that you can do with it that I haven't listed here. Go nuts.